Hey guys, OGL bringing you guys my APA Academy Season 2 Week 8 Team Builder versus Mid in his Kentucky Torracats. Now this is going to be a very long and jam-packed team builder. We have a lot to go over, that being, the actual team builder itself, as well as a lot of transactions we made. We actually made 7 total transactions in between last week and this week. So we're going to be going over those and kind of what they mean for the team, and as well as, the team that we actually did end up bringing this week. And there's going to be a lot of new mons on the team, as you can see. I think we're bringing 4 out of our 6 mons we're bringing this week are new additions, so that's pretty exciting. But first off, I do want to shout out my buddy Odds. We have a new little team builder layout, which is phenomenal looking. I absolutely love it, so huge shout outs to him. He's in Academy as well. He is uploading, and he has a pretty cool team. He actually took over for Alex Torracat, which is a team we lost to earlier this season, which is pretty cool that he was able to get back in and start uploading. So please go check him out. Awesome dude. I'll link him at the top of the description, and probably he'll be in the pace as well. So yeah, with that being said, I do want to talk about my transactions really quick, because we made a lot. Like I said, we made 7. We made 3 trades and 4 drops. The 4 drops used up the rest of our free agent possibilities for the season, because earlier in the season we did drop Volcanion for Keldeo. We get 5 total free agent transactions during the this Academy season, so we used up all 5 of those. Trades do not count. But yeah, with that being said, let's jump right into it. First off, we did make a big trade with JD Westside, coach of the Arkansas Razorwinds, I believe. We actually traded away our Tyranitar, our Rotom-Mow, and our Keldeo for Infernape, Lanoon, and Mandibuzz. Big draws of this trade. I really initially wanted Mandibuzz. Initially it was going to be Mandibuzz for T-Tar, and then that was it. But I kind of wanted to work in Ape if I possibly could, because it gave me really good U-turn momentum for my team, as well as Mandibuzz does too. But Ape is great Volt Turn for the Deoxys. Potentially beating Bulky Steels. I want to switch into it, that kind of thing. And it gives me a really good offensive fighting type. He agreed to trade that for the Keldeo, and he also wanted the Rotom for his team, and he offered his Lanoon for it. And I figured that'd be nice, because without T-Tar, I do plan on dropping Stoutland, which you will see that we do end up dropping. So we're gonna end up dropping the Stoutland, so picking up a normal type instead of that is obviously really nice. Being able to get off Belly Drum E-Speed sets and stuff like that would be really cool. And spoilers, we're actually bringing Lanoon this week, so it's already coming and pulling its weight and all that good stuff, which is pretty cool. So with that being said, after I lost T-Tar and Keldeo, I kind of wanted to change up the structure of my team a little bit right here. I didn't really want to have that sand element anymore now that I didn't have the sand offense. So unfortunately that meant we dropped both Mega Garchomp and Stoutland, as well as Staraptor and Granbull, for Primarina, which is a phenomenal pickup for our team. It gives us a great sturdy fighting type check, which we didn't have. That plus Mandy can take on most fighting types in the metagame. We also got Mega Manectric for Mega Garchomp. It gave us another electric type, replacing our Keldeo. I mean, not our Keldeo, our Rotom, which is really nice. Gave us more momentum for our Deoxys and our Naganadel, which is obviously really nice. We got Vileplume, which is a very nice low tier grass type. I love using this thing. I think it's stupid fat and stupid underrated. It's really hard to kill, and it has Strength Sap, which is, in my opinion, one of the most busted moves in the game. I think if it was more widely distributed, people would realize how good that move is. Like, imagine a Ferrothorn with Strength Sap or something like that. Like, it'd be pretty stupid. And then we also got Tyrantrum, which still gave us that cool double Dragon Core. Gave us another Stealth Rocker, potential setup sweeping options and stuff like that. And it gave us a Rock type, for a potential flying type check, to help out our Mega Manectric, so it's not super pressure doing that, because Manectric is more offensive. So our new team is as follows. We have the Deoxys attack, Naganadel, Jirachi, Mandibuzz, Lanoon, Infernape, Piloswine, Primarina, Frostlass, Tyrantrum, Mega Manectric, and Vileplume, with our Z users being Infernape, Frostlass, and Tyrantrum. Now, with that being said, we have all of, our shoutouts to Odds, out of the way. We have our transactions out of the way. Let's jump right into the team builder. Our team, I just told you, I'm not going to go over it again and, beat it into your skull. But we're playing mid, and his team is absolutely terrifying. He has Mega Mewtwo X, which is a mod I really wanted. He actually had the pick in the draft right before me, and he ended up grabbing it. I really wanted to try it. I personally, hot take, think it is a million times better than Mewtwo Y. But that's just me. I think the mon's absolutely disgusting. We're not going to get into that now, though, because I could start rambling on and on. But mid's team consists of, as you can see on your screen, the Mewtwo X, Genesect, Zapdos, Alolan Muck, Whimsicott, Zygarde with Z-moves, Arcanine with Z-moves, Swampert, Exploud, Crustle, Venomoth with Z-moves, and Hitmonlee. Now, as you can see, very, very terrifying team. Good Volturn and Genesect plus Zapdos is pretty gross. He has probably the best matchup versus Deoxys attack out of anybody in the league, in my opinion. I'm spoilers not going to be bringing it, as you can see on your screen. He has an Alolan Muck with Shadow Sneak and Pursuit. He has a Genesect with Extreme Speed. He has a Zygarde with Extreme Speed, an Arcanine with Extreme Speed, a Hitmonlee with Fake Out. He has so much for it. So, unfortunately, we are actually not bringing Deoxys attack to 2 games in a row. Our Uber that costed 29 points isn't coming this week. However, I do think we have a pretty cool team to potentially try and stop mid's team. This is a very, very tough matchup. Despite having our new and improved team, I still think we match up really, really rough against things like Zygarde and Genesect, and especially the Mewtwo X. So we'll see how we can try and potentially circumvent that. But yeah, with that being said, let's finally jump into our first mon, which is going to be our Naganadel right here, rocking out the choice specs, Draco Meteor, Dragon Pulse, U-Turn, and Flamethrower, 36 HP, 4 defense, 220 special attack, 100 speed def, and 148 speed with a timid nature. So originally I actually had a Nasty Plot set. I had a Nasty Plot 3 attack set with like, it was some kind of berry. I forget exactly what the berry was, but I was talking to my buddy Jacob as always. Huge shout out to him. He actually suggested choice specs for me, and he actually made the set for me, which is going to result in me not knowing exactly what the 36 HP and 100 speed def does. But I know for a fact the speed and the special attacker, so that I always get a speed boost with my specs. And late game, Dragon Pulse is a phenomenal win con. His steel type is a Genesect, not the most sturdy thing in the world, and it gets blown away by Flamethrower. And it's kind of the same deal with his Whimsicott, his fairy being Whimsicott in all honesty. And obviously he doesn't want to switch into the potential Sludge Wave. We have Draco Meteor for a potential just giant nuke on his team. Nothing really wants to take a Specs Draco. And then we have U-Turn for momentum to, get in on his Muck trying to pivot into us, or things like that, which is obviously really nice. So, again, it does a pretty good late game win con in this game, in all honesty, or it's just a good mid game wall breaker. If we can weaken that Muck, which I'm expecting to be AV this game, being that I do have a Deoxys attack, I could definitely see that being a thing. So, yeah, that's going to be Naganadel. Next up, we have our Lanoon making its debut in the first week. We got it. Extreme Speed, Belly Drum, Seed Bomb, and Facade. 100 HP, 172 attack, 12 defense, 4 speed def, and 220 speed with a Jolly Nature. We are running a very, very, very fast Lanoon here, mainly to outspeed the Zygarde under any circumstances, so that our Extreme Speed can out-prioritize his, and we can knock him out at +6, obviously. This is a great win con in this game, I think, because of the fact that his steel type, again, is a Genesect. After, 2 rock switch-ins, we actually pretty much always knock this thing out with +6 E-speed, so that's really, really nice. We have Seed Bomb for the Swampert, which can actually always take a +6 E-speed from a pretty low amount. It doesn't need it can take a little bit of chip and still take the hit, which is pretty crazy. We have Facade in case we get burned somehow by, Will-O-Wisp Arcanine if we decide to set up on that, or a Scald Swampert or something if we try to set up on that and he's not Roar, and we can confirm that, obviously. I just figured it would be a nice 4th move. We didn't really need anything other than Extreme Speed, Belly Drum, and Seed Bomb. And yeah, EVs wise, with the HP plus defense that we have, we can live 2 banded, not banded, I believe it's just, is it? No, yeah, it's just adamant. It's not banded, but 2 adamant Genesect E-speeds before rocks. And we're also EV'd so that Genesect never gets the attack boost on us, so we can always take those 2 E-speeds, which can honestly really come out clutch for us in this game in case he, outspeeds us and wants to go for the E-speed, because we're not creeping max speed Genesect. So that obviously can come out pretty clutch. But yeah, that's going to be Lanoon. Pretty good win con this game if we can weaken down the Genesect and position it correctly to set up. We can set up on things like non-roar pert. We can set up on the Muck most of the time, unless he's super offensive. We can also set up on a few other mons on his team like Zapdos as well. So yeah, that's going to be Lanoon. Next up, we have our Mega Manectric rocking out with the Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, and Flamethrower. 76 HP, 4 defense, max special attack, 4 speed def, and 172 speed with a timid nature. Now this Mega Manetric has speed for the Mewtwo X, creeping into Ganondale, and then a few little extra speed points because I didn't really need the extra EVs and I wanted to make sure I outsped it, but I did want to have this nice little 76 HP stat. It looks like I just went max special attack, rest, and HP, but actually when I was calculating, I wanted to make sure I could take a Adamant 1,000 arrows from Zygarde after rocks if I did get the Intimidate and he was, back down to neutral. I can take a neutral 1,000 arrows from Zygarde after rocks always, and it just actually happened that I had enough EVs to throw them all into HP and then 4 in each defense. But we're able to take that hit. This is a good pivot this game. It's a good Intimidate buffer for the Zygarde, for the Mewtwo as well. The only thing is we're kind of hard stopped by the Swampert. I had to choose between Hidden Power Ice and Hidden Power Grass. I chose Hidden Power Ice just because I feel like the Zygarde's a bit more of a threat to me, especially offensively. I won't just outright lose to a Swampert while I can just outright lose to a Zygarde, which is kind of my method of thinking there. And I have a few pretty good checks to Zygarde in the back as well, despite not having a ground resist. Still, even after our transactions, we do not switch into ground types at all. But, that is, something we can potentially play around and stuff like that. But yeah, it's going to be Manetric. Pretty straightforward set this week. It's just a nice fast pivot to Intimidate Buffer's team. Next up, we have Primarina also making its debut. Rocking out the Kabia Berry, Torrent ability, Moonblast, Scald, Rest, and Sleep Talk. Max HP, 212 defense, 28 special attack, 4 super def, and 12 speed with a bold nature. Now, this is going to be a nice little blanket check for the Zygarde and the Mewtwo. We can always take a hit from those things from a pretty healthy amount. We're also Rest Talk for longevity, so we can take on things like the Swampert if it's toxic and all that good stuff. Or even just, heal off a burn or heal off some earthquake damage or something like that. We actually have enough special attack to always 3-hit KO a defensive Mega Swampert. So, not Mega Swampert, regular. After Stealth Rock, if he's no Spadef, if he's just max HP, like max defense or something like that. With Moonblast, we always 2-hit KO that thing. We have speed for speed creeps on his team, and then we threw the rest in defense, just so we can take hits from the Mewtwo and the Zygarde and stuff like that much better. And despite being very defensive, this mon actually does hit his team very, very hard with its dual stab, so I didn't think I really needed anything else on it. And this is, a really good blanket check to his offense, like I said. Then next up, we have our Piloswine come back this week with the Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Ice Shard, and Ice Skull Crash. Max HP, 4 attack, 180 defense, 52 Spadef, and 20 speed with an Adamant nature. Now, this Piloswine is a very, very good Zygarde check. We always kill that thing if he is no HP Zygarde. We can actually always kill him with Ice Crash with just the Adamant nature and 4 HP, 4 investment. It's a great stealth rocker this game. It checks a Zapdos as well, which is actually really, really annoying for my team to deal with otherwise. We can live with our investment with our max HP, 52 defense. We can live a Specs Energy Ball from Whimsicott after rocks. Then we threw the rest in defense and just a tiny bit of speed for potential creeps on his team and stuff like that, which I figured could be nice, because this is another mon. While it is very defensive this week, he does not switch into it. Not a lot of teams switch into Ice Ground Stab, but his team especially does not very much appreciate it. So I figured Piloswine can be, a nice bulky pivot this game, get up rocks, check the Zygarde, stop it from beating me, potentially with Ice Shard, which I should do a KO most sets with, unless he's very, very bulky or he is Coil or something like that, but I don't expect him to Coil in Piloswine's face. But yeah, that is going to be Pylo this week. Next up, we have our Mandibuzz. Lastly, we have our Mandibuzz, actually. We're rocking out with the leftovers and the Overcoat ability. Overcoat only because I don't want weak armor and to lower my defenses and stuff like that. But we have the Foul Play, Taunt, Roost, and Toxic. Max HP, 4 attack, 124 defense, 116 Spadef, and 12 speed with an Impish nature. Now, this is going to be our Mewtwo check, or as close to a Mewtwo check as we can get. With our investment, Mandibuzz is actually so fat that we can take 2 Adamant Drain Punches after rocks and our leftovers from Mega Mewtwo X if he's Adamant. Yeah, Adamant. We have speed for creeps, the rest in Spadef. Foul Play hits his team pretty hard. We have Toxic for the obvious Zapdos switch in, or like an Arcanine switch in, Swampert, that kind of thing. Taunt to stop rocks, stop getting toxic ourselves, to stop a potential Curse Muck if that decides to come. I don't think it will, but if it does decide to come, we can stop it like that. Or even getting a Taunt off on like a Zygarde or something like that, so it can't boost all over us if he's like a Coil set or something like that. Can obviously be really, really nice and clutch and stuff like that. But yeah, that is going to be the team for this week versus mid. Really, really excited to use the new mons on our team and stuff like that and see how they perform in this game, and hopefully give us a better chance to win, because our matchup isn't great right now, But before, it was even worse. It was absolutely just atrocious. So I'm glad we have decent fighting type checks now when we go up against the best fighting type that is allowed in this format. So yeah, it should be fun though. But yeah, if you guys are excited to watch the game and see it as it goes up next tomorrow, be sure to subscribe so you can stick around and catch that. Also, like if you did enjoy. Let me know what you think of the transactions, the new team builder layout, all that good stuff. But yeah, that being said, I'm gonna get out of here.